This is a channeled message and light language activation. If you found this message, you were meant to. We will continue to emphasize that now is really a time to allow yourself to step into the unknown. This is really important right now, to allow yourself to step into the unknown. And the unknown can happen in very big or very, very small ways. Stepping into the unknown takes some kind of action. And when you take action, you ground this into your reality and you allow yourself to become something new. You allow yourself to expand into what you're growing into. And there's a snapping through effect that trickles all through your life. You're at the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle right now when it comes to the earth as a collective species and you individually. So much now is coming to an end. And so much now is also beginning for all of you. You're at the bridge point, right between the old and the new, stepping from one to the other. But it's not a hard line in the sand between the two. There are shades of gray. It's emerging out of the old and into the new gradually. Your energy field has expanded, but your thinking around yourself has not expanded as rapidly as you actually have. So when you take a step into the unknown, especially if it's towards something that you want, towards something that you're choosing, the reality you want in your life, when you take any action step into it, you allow your thinking to catch up with your energy field. And in a sense, you help complete the shift. What you will find is a sense of relief. There is going to be a sense of fear at first to take a step into the unknown, but when you start taking even a small step into the unknown, you will feel a sense of relief because you will no longer be conflicted. Right now, you are actually trying to live in two realities at once. You're in multiple realities all the time, but we'll simplify this and say two. You're in the version of you that you've been all of your life, which you're rapidly growing out of, and you're in the new version of you, what we'll call the new human. And the new human is really the expanded version of you, where dormant aspects of you become active and integrated. And all of your innate abilities, your architecture comes fully online. You are deep into that process and your mind is adjusting to this. But the mind does not completely understand this yet because it's not designed to understand. That's why it's important to take tangible steps, because that will allow everything about your physicality to catch up to the state of your change. This helps your mind. Once you start that shift, when you start to move into it, you will actually feel your whole system relax. Your nervous system will relax. Old aspects of you have literally become unwired. Huge neural networks in your brain are coming online at this time, and this is very good. But many of these neural pathways don't have anything to do in the external of your life yet. So you kind of have to give them something to do, which means taking a step into the unknown, and this is a gift to yourself. When you're in an emotional healing process, there can come a point where you don't need to understand it all in order to heal. If you're working through a healing process and you're working to get to the root cause of your issues, we don't mean to stop exploring what's behind it, but you can get stuck there. Don't be afraid to heal. It may sound strange for us to say that, but don't be afraid to heal. It will change your entire life. To the conscious mind, this can be frightening. You might ask, who am I without this set of ailments? Who am I without this disease? Who am I without these limitations? Who am I without this emotional pain? Who am I if I stop judging myself and love myself unconditionally just as I am right now in this moment? What will I then be? What will be open to me? What options and opportunities will be open to me? You may have a whole identity system around certain issues and ailments, physical issues, certain emotional issues that keep coming back that are related to trauma releases and old traumas. Can you allow yourself to heal and move beyond that? Because this is really stepping into the unknown. The hardest part of stepping into the unknown is allowing yourself to become something new. Because you are so much more than you realize you are. When you break it down, you may have been living inside of a square box. But when you transcend a set of limitations, when you finally get what you want, when you finally get the healing you want, when you get the opportunities that you want and the resources that you want, there are new vistas available to you. You look out and see a vast expanse you don't see the end of, and it can feel a bit daunting. It does not need to be. You are being watched over. It is safe to step into the unknown. You are being upgraded. In a sense, the process that's happening with you is akin to going from riding a unicycle to flying a jet. It really is that big of a shift. So now it's really time to allow yourself to retire old illusions. Retire old illusions. We can suggest an exercise of finding one persistent thought or belief that you have, one that triggers automatically in your mind, a thought program that triggers regularly, perhaps daily or multiple times a week when you are faced with the same recurring situations. It may even occur in a stressful situation. Pick one thought pattern that's repetitive and examine it. Closely observe it. Even journal about it. Watch it and question it. Ask yourself, is this still true? Was this ever true? Do I still believe this? Right now, you're at a point of very expanded neuroplasticity. Your brain is very malleable right now. So allow for more flexibility in your thinking about who you believe you are. This is a similar effect right now with what's going on as dormant aspects of you opening up. This is related. These dormant aspects of you that are opening up are designed to connect to certain parts of your brain, connect with neural pathways, and then this trickles down through your entire nervous system. Many new pathways are being forged between your heart and your brain because your heart also has many neurons. It's actually a part of your brain system. The neurological structure of all of you is greatly expanding at this time in many wonderful ways. So now is a great opportunity to expand your own thinking. You're going to find it's easier to do than in the past because your mind is much more malleable, much more flexible. Your mind is much more connected internally. Different parts of your mind are more connected to each other. So really trust your intuition, trust your visions. Open up your mind to yourself. You are so much more than you think you are. Infinite possibilities are available to you. Ya ya pakashia ya pakachapogoya pakakakakashia ya pakashia pakatapokoya pakakakakashia pakatakakakaka. Aya ya pakashia ya pakakoya pakakakakashia ya pakashia pakashia pakatakakakaka. Aya ya pikia pakatakakakoya ya pakakakashia ya pakakoya pakakakashia pakakakaka. Oh, ya pakashia pakachakakakakoya pakakakakoya pakakashia pakatakakakaka. Aya pakakakakoya pakakakashia pakakakoya pakakakashia ya pakashia pakatakakakaka. Aya pakakakoya pakakakoya shia ya pakakoya pakakakakashia ya pakatapakoya pakakakashia pakatakakakaka. Ya pakashia ya pakatakoya pakakakashia ya pakatakakakaka ya pakakoya pakakakashia pakatakakakaka. Ya pakatakakakaka. Ya pakakakashia ya pakashia pakatakakakaka. Aya pakia pakashia pakatakakoya pakakakashia katakakakaya pakachika pakatakakoya pakia pakatakakakashia pakatakakakaka. Aya pakakakashia ya pakakakashia pakia pakatakakoya pakashia pakatakakoya pakakakashia pakakakaka. Ya pakakakashia ya pakachia pakachika pakachika pakakoya pakakakashia ya pakia pakatakakoya pakakakashia ya pakashia pakatakakaka. Aya pakia pakatakakoya pakakashia ya pakashia pakatakakoya pakakakashia ya pakakakashia pakashia pakatakakoya. Ya pakia pakatakakoya pakakakashia pakashia